The doll. The devil. Anabelle.
Talking about your characters, you're a couple in the film that is dealing with real life problems. How do you manage to keep your characters human in the midst of this, supernatural story?
I think that's always our job, though, I mean, I feel like all the supernatural, that whole element of suspense and all of that, so much of that work is done by the cinematographer and by David, and our thing is to try to keep the story as real and believable as possible. That's our job, is to kind of anchor it in the real world.
It's a different genre, which I hadn't done before. And so I found myself having to kind of figure out what the right level was. And I realized more and more when I was on that set that the set was so amazing that it did a lot of the work. So it allowed me to do less. I didn't have to do too much because the set was doing it for me.
After Samuel and I lost our daughter, we prayed to see our girl again. We soon realized it wasn't our daughter. So we locked it away.
Why do you think that we are so scared about these kind of things, like unanimated things that come to life?
Well, they may be inanimate, but they look like us. These little dolls, they're made just like people. So you kind of expect them to start moving when you're not looking, So I think it's that they're little miniature versions of us.
It's also our own imagination and our own universe that we have in our minds. And so it's the unexpected and the mystery. Like, ¿qué tal si sí se mueve? ¿Qué tal si sí vive? ¿Qué tal que nos agarra desprevenidos, no?
Claro.
We thought helping the girls could be our penance.
This is our new orphanage. Wow, this is as big as a castle.
But we ended up giving it just what it wanted.
You need help?
I can manage.
Weren't you afraid of being part of this?
I was honestly excited. This was really cool because I watched The Conjuring 1 before I actually was an actress, so I was already a fan of James Wan's work, and I was really looking forward to filming this.
Was there something or some situation in particular that you felt scared during the filming?
Not really scared, more of just like it was kind of creepy on set, and there was always like a weird feeling sometimes.
An eerie feeling on the set because it was so dark and kind of, but it was so cool because once you step through the doors, you felt like you were going through a time machine and traveling through time and going to the 50s, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
I feel a different kind of presence. An evil one. It's coming after me.
Would you say that there was a pressure to tackle this one?
For me, this was my second movie, and my first movie, Lights Out, everything was new, and I was putting so much pressure on myself, just that this has to be good, or they'll never let me make another movie. So compared to that, this was easy. There was no pressure, and let's just have fun and make a good horror movie. So for me, pressure was off.
Siempre hay cierta presión en cualquier de las tipo de película que estés haciendo, yo creo, ¿no? Porque uno quiere hacer un buen trabajo y quiere que quede bien, pero como actor, en realidad, déjame decirte que no tienes control alguno de cómo queda la película. En realidad, yo hice esta película no sabiendo cómo iba a ser el resultado. Y cuando la vi terminada, me sorprendí porque era mucho mejor de lo que yo pensaba. No que pensara que iba a quedar mal, sino que no sabía que iba a quedar tan bien. O sea, no sabía que iba a ser una tan buena película en todos los sentidos, cinematográficamente hablando, la historia está muy bien contada, y bueno, da mucho miedo además.
The